All right, what's going on? Let's get our mic check. What's poppin'? So, dgenLLM. What is that? What is the channel? What's all this jazz, right? So, coffee, music Mixdown. Enjoy some. Okay, enjoy some of this. After hours in Southern California. I am dgenLLM, and I'm going to be mixing down tracks from Suno because Suno allows us to have stems. What you would do in that case is you would go to get stems and you pay some extra money. Yeah, there we go. That sounds better on the mic. The thing with the mic on the desk is it picks up a little tiny bit of the fan drone from the computer, but got to be able to hear and understand what's going on, right? So get stems. This is a live stream, absolutely not scripted. It's going to take me maybe an hour or two to mix down white espresso. I'm going to play the track for you before I go into the DAW where I have everything organized. Once my YouTube channel has enough playtime, I will give to you for free the VST combination. I'll give you like 5 of them or something that I use to master. So you don't have to buy an expensive DAW. There are zillions of free VSTs online. I've been using particular combinations with particular settings for... I'm old. I've been doing this well over a decade. Just on Suno in the last year, I think I've generated and published close to 1,000 songs. So into 2026, I would like to teach you how to use these stems. You can resample a tiny little clip in a stem and have it become a powerful emotional moment in your mix. Okay? If you just get the song, watch, we'll download the file. Let's go ahead and download the wave audio for this, and you'll see the difference in... Let's go over to here. Let's import it. So this is Audacity. This is absolutely a free program. It would be great for everyone across the world to be able to access the same free program and basically do similar stuff. So here you can see the wave. This is the wave file for the track we're going to listen to. It is called White Espresso. Kind of like I add a lot of cream in the coffee. But it's more of like a doing drugs in the club kind of track. So this particular song will have a vibe for a dark nightclub, right? Where shorty's tucked into dude, real tight, dancing all fucking sexy and shit, okay? That's what this song is for. This song is so she'll drag him off the dance floor to go do something even fucking sexier. Okay? But it also is... God, let's talk about fucking AI artists real quick here before I get into this. So this is on the Afterthoughts playlist. You heard a beat. The beat you heard at the beginning was Harsh Hustle. If you want a beat, you can purchase the stems from me, and I will make that track. I will delete it from its existence on Suno. I could design prompts for you. An AI artist is way more complex than making a song on Suno. You're going to need a ton of material. You're going to need 100+ images for an album. You're going to need a storyline for all your tracks. You're going to need story beats for all the songs on your album. You're going to need video of your AI person or images of your AI person, right? You're going to need titles with click appeal. There's some really cool jams and shit that I've written, and if the title is not good, it just will not generate plays from a Suno audience. Now, let's get this straight. A Suno audience is a creator, a song creator audience that is used to hyper fast results. Okay? And so that audience is much different than a subscriber to Spotify who is there to specifically listen to and enjoy and stream music. Very different audiences, right? And so anyway, this is on the Afterthoughts playlist. We are going to get all the stems to this song and create a new arrangement, and it is called a White Espresso. Here's the track.
Why you worry about it though? We ain't worry about you, yo. With your set, not a minute, not a second. Yo, I live it how I spit, so coast to coast, top notch host. You get the most, never less, fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper, man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I connect, I check it. Straight terror, no mess, I'm next. Bet, born from your era, I'm the best yet. White espresso, hey yeah. So you don't deserve a cut, like a sawed off, we cut you off, so drop you off, no talk, fam. R.I.P. Your memories gone, yeah. We can still carry on strong. Sawed off, we stay on. So high when I die, when I go. Dead Joe, ashes spark my avatar raw. Knowing, not hoping I flow. Yo, this flow carries on, let's go, bro. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go. White espresso. My promises are broken. Broken clubs don't deal, my broken hearts heal. Only emotions I'm breaking is a bounces back. I'm cracking with cold steel motions. White espresso, white espresso. Ocean to ocean we glide, man. Hoodie has the goods, we slide, yeah. Turn up, bring the boogie, let's ride, yo. Goodies out, we vibe, no high bet. Trendsetter, blood, get it, I pop. Top notch product, can't stop, yo. Hands on, pedal to the metal, go. Swerving, I'm curving, I flow so surging with the money, it's urgent, yo. Moving, flowing, stacking that dough. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go. White espresso. Yeah.
dank ass Jack Herrera cartridge. Oh man, that's some refreshing shit. Okay, you already cooked that shit up. So if you're a producer versus a listener, okay? As a listener, the first time you're like, mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. Listen to the beat, checking out the bass and shit. As a producer, you're listening to small clips of music. Like, okay, I wonder if I should sample that. I wonder if I should loop that. I wonder if that section should actually be deleted from the mix. Okay? And so, again, that's what having stems allows. And we're going to see that in the DAW. So essentially, you would go and you would have all these tracks that you wanted to pick from, and you open them in Audacity. Now, just to show you I'm going to skip ahead to the ultra last step that I do, okay? I'm going to show it to you like super fast. So check this out. Let's say this right here highlighted in white, this track, let's say that was my final mixdown, okay? Let's say that I had a predefined little trick of stuff that I was going to add in a certain order to get the track loud, clean, amplifying it without getting it all distorted and nasty or anything like that, right? So as you can see that the actual wave file changes as each one of these VSTs. What the fuck is a VST? Virtual Studio Technology. You're going to see me use a whole bunch of different ones. I have ones that over 20 or 30 years are my fucking favorites. I collect new ones. It's like having a giant piece of studio equipment, right? It's AI before AI. And in fact, AI is not as good as some of these VSTs. Wow, look at this. Holy shit. Now that wave file looks way better. Nothing smashed up or clipped or anything. Let's look at the difference. Okay, so that's the track Suno gave me. And by applying some basic techniques, your finished product, right, can be much louder. Okay? So, let's get into the DAW. Rather than shortcuts, I'm probably going to show you guys with the drop-down menu when I can, what I'm doing. Okay? So, let's fucking chill out. Let's sip on some coffee, toke on the vape, and let's start cooking up this track. The first thing that you're gonna want to do is make sure that your actual project, before you even start mixing and getting into all this fun creative ass shit, right? Make sure that it's saved, right? So save your project. Okay. Have your own file system and some cool shit. Keep yourself organized. For the sake of streaming, I don't need to necessarily name all the individual tracks I have. It's going to be way easier, especially if I get moving, pretty quick through some stuff. Now, every time I do something, it makes a destructive change or a permanent destructive change to the wave file. And then, like in any software, it can undo and go back and, that kind of stuff. You'll be able to do all this stuff too, and you'll be able to do it for free. You can go right now, check out Audacity. Okay. Let's check in real quick with the page here. Okay, it says that I'm streaming. I got a good connection, whatever, so let's fucking do it. Um, if you rap or you freestyle and you don't know that AI can lay down a perfect performance, it won't every time. Okay? Let's get this straight. Making a song with AI is like pulling the lever on a fucking slot machine. Okay? And when that slot machine might give you the like short little bonus game where it'll pay you like just barely more than you put into the machine, that's a good song from Suno. Okay? I can guarantee you that Suno has some technology that makes the audio shitty as fuck on a certain percentage of songs so that you have to pay to play. Okay? That's why one out of every so many songs or whatever, they have a rotation. It's kind of like a slot machine. You could think of like, let's say you want some female vocals. If you don't specify the geography of that female vocalist, what part of the world that vocalist is from, that might be like one of the spinny wheels as an option in the slot machine. And based upon whether it's pop or Celtic folk music or Arabic dance tracks or Bollywood or didgeridoo with a female throat singer. There's massive amounts of varieties. And prompting, in case you don't know, is where you're going to use language. And the specific language and the order of that language is going to dictate the game you're playing on the slot machine, right? So if I want to like pull the lever and spin out some fucking tracks, half of those tracks, 80% of them are going to be shit within the first 10 to 30 fucking seconds. We're like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? And then every once in a while, you'll get that trickle down of a more quality track. The better you can use language in your prompt, the higher payout rate the song slot machine will give you. So if you have a really good prompt, you can be like, dude, every time I click this to generate a song, I'm going to be getting something pretty damn close. Or you can have a prompt that like only gives you what you're looking for every 20 or 30 tries, right? So that's language is super important. The first thing I want to do, cheers. Is just pause for a second. We're going to come in and mute some vocals. And we're going to listen to just the beat. And the first time we do it, a lot of times when I'm doing these, because I can knock this out. When I'm not talking and I just straight cook through, can knock this shit out in 1 to 3 hours, depending on what I'm doing with the song. Am I taking any of these stems and go putting them in some DJ software and scratching them around or looping them or making some other sample? And then all the remix stuff, by the way, once the channel has enough likes on the videos, so like the videos, I will give you the VSTs in a free download package, and you can start mastering your own tracks. All right? So think about that. The final tracks, I'm not even worried about how many plays or how much attention or how many followers they're gonna get. Right? I got 1 follower. Shout out to the rap coach. What the fuck is up, motherfucker? That dude be smart about you writing your hooks. If you have any kind of hip-hop influence in the stuff that you're making, probably want to subscribe to the Rap Coach on YouTube. And even if you're making pop songs, It's going to be so valuable, the gold nuggets that he drops. So when I finish a track, when I've mastered it through the DAW, and I have a good vibe for it, I'll go ahead and post it on SoundCloud. But let's get into this stuff right here. You can find me on social media at dgenLLM. That's the letter D, GenLLM. That means that I use degenerate small LLMs to tell the big LLM what to do to give me the shit that I need to get done, right? Let's listen to this beat and see what the fuck's going on. I'm going to need to delete shit, loop shit. We're just going to start getting a feel for the actual project, okay? Yeah. I can actually talk and shit. Gone, that was a fucking nasty ass note. What the fuck was that? So the first thing to just check yourself on is once you import all these stem tracks in, okay, and we're not even messing with the vocals yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and select these tracks. I've got drum, I've got bass. I can actually rename this right here. Bass. Sound effects 1, sound effects 2, hook effects, synth hook, muddy hook, hook vocal, muddy vocal, main vocal, right? Muddy means it just they need some help. And we're going to select from all that, but I'm already at the top of my playback level. And I just don't like my shit distorting. So I'm going to take all these tracks, and instead of going in one by one as I'm listening to it, I already know I make a lot of fast decisions. I'm trying to go super slow for you guys on this first stream, and then later, once there a few hundred likes on these videos, and they've gotten out to a couple people, and a couple people were like, "Dude, you produce some dope ass fucking tracks," and people figure that shit out. Then I'll start giving you out some free shit. And I'll start cooking a lot faster. I'll fucking blaze through mixing and mastering some tracks. Okay. So I'm going to start playing it again. And I like to mix right here at about -6 headroom. That's just how it's going to be, right? Gone. Fucking gone. So, wow. There's no tiki-taki. It's just a drum track. Oh, this is like a little swing or something here. There's a scratch sound though. Oh shit.
We ain't worried about you, yo.
Oh, I fucked it up. We're not ready for the vocals yet. Biatch. So there's a lot available. I don't need this track. It's gone. Executive decision. First major decision of the mix. Everything has potential, right? So that's kind of the problem. So you have to be willing to make cuts. Get a visual location, right? The sounds that we're just hearing in a certain spot, right? Get a visual location of where they're coming from in your DAW. You can always solo and mute all these tracks, right? Come right back to that point in the beat. I'm just going to move that track down. Super hooky. Yeah, cool. Oh, here's more of it. This is where a lot of the magic is going down. Cool. Okay. I think I need that as a little clip. So what I did is I just hit a duplicate command. Now I have to re-highlight these. And you can just simply mix those together. And just title that something so that I can identify to somebody somewhere will watch this. Ain't nobody watching it now. I bet you a dollar. I got zero. Let's go. They can't recommend me when I had no subscribers. See, they don't know who be interested in this shit. This is that deep dive, long entertainment, long form entertainment stuff. Kind of like a podcast. You're just watching somebody else's workflow, bottom line. There was a sound effect that I feel like I'm missing, but it might be in one of these vocal hooks. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to unmute all the tracks. Now remember earlier, I didn't hush down the vocals, but I did with the rest of the tracks. So let's start listening to the whole thing. So these little hooks over here, dun 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 dun. Start seeing what we got here. We'll start like panning out some tracks, adding some fucking.
Why you worried about it though?
EQ, all that shit. We'll start.
Why you worried about you, yo? What's it for? Yeah, 10 toes in with your set. Not a minute, not a second. I live it how I spit, so coast to coast. Top notch host, you get the most, never less fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I connect, I check it. Straight terror, no mess, I'm next. Bet, born from your era, I'm the best yet. White espresso, ay yeah. So you don't deserve a cut. Like a sawed off, we cut you off, so drop you off, no talk fam. R.I.P. your memories gone, yeah. We can still carry on strong. Sawed off, we stay on land. So high when I die, when I go. Dead yo, ashes spark my avatar raw. Knowing, not hoping I flow. Yo, this flow carries on, let's go, bro. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go.
We're gonna take the vocal from the back of the song and punch it in there. You'll hear how it's done.
White espresso. I'm working, so I'm sure nothing ever certain, yo. Promises I make you hop, and the only thing I promise is my promises are broken. Broken clubs don't deal, but broken hearts heal. Only emotions I'm breaking is a bounces back I'm cracking with cold steel motions. White espresso, white espresso. Ocean to ocean we glide, man. Hoodie has the goods, we slide, yeah. Turned up, bring the boogie, let's ride, yo. Goodies out, we vibe, no hide that. Trendsetter blood, get it, I pop. Top notch product, can't stop, yo. Hands on, pedal to the metal, go, go. Swerving, I'm curving, I flow so. Surging with the money, it's urgent, yo. Moving, flowing, stacking that dough. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go.
See how the hook at the end. Right, punch that in.
White espresso. Yeah.
Oh, there's that sound with it. Oh, it's in the vocal track. Okay. So check it out. I gotta preserve that before I start. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a tiny little thing like that, right? Watch. If I can do my buttons right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not there. That's the vocal ad lib. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's somewhere else then. I don't got to worry about it. Okay, so just making sure that a sound sample that I don't want to alter. I'm about to make a change here to the vocals, and I didn't want to alter that other sound. So I had to verify that that was legit. So with this vocal stuff, okay, here we go. It's vocals are from here up. All right, you will see me use this tool a lot. This is called Floorfish. Old VST producer digital fish phones. Floorfish will allow me to listen to an overblown resonance, right? Where the resonance is too thick. It'll remove that resonance or remove everything else but that resonance. So it's kind of interesting. It's a very good audio tool. I can sweep between 40 hertz and 12K, and the vocals I already know. I don't need any 40 hertz bass in vocals. These are stems from can't even talk. Stems from Suno. They're not going to be perfect. You're going to have some fucked up shit. Fucked up audio, distortion, raspiness. Okay. So I have two of these that are called mud vocal, and let's really isolate how this works here. See how I can pan through the frequencies?
Yes.
So, for instance, if I wanted to keep the resonance, I would apply, and I would that shows me how much audio can get removed out of the sample, right? So if I undo that and go back, and I go, hey, please remove the resonance here. Okay, it just gets rid of that for me, and I'll get a cleaner sound. So much cleaner, right? But still warm, right? Okay, so that worked on that one. It should work on this one. So I'm just going to repeat that effect real quick. And now the ones, even though they're marked mud vocal, they will be less modified. All right, let's get on it. See where we're at here.
Why you worry about it? Why you worry about it though? Why you worry about you, yo? cruising with your set. Not a minute, not a second. I live it how I spit, so coast to coast, top notch host. You get the most, never less fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I connect, I check it. Straight terror, no mess, I'm next. That born from your era, I'm the best yet. White espresso, hey yeah. So you don't deserve a cut, like a sawed off, we cut you off, so drop you off, no talk fam. R.I.P. your memories gone, yeah. We can still carry on strong. Sawed off, we stay on land. So high when I die, when I go dead, yo. Ashes spark my avatar raw, knowing not hoping I flow. Yo, this flow carries on, let's go bro. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go. Yo, promises I make you hop, and the only thing I promise is my promises are broken. Broken clubs don't deal, but broken hearts heal. Only emotions I'm breaking.
There's some resonance in there. Check it out. Before I add any reverb to that, right? First step I want to do is really just start removing resonances that aren't at the sweet pitches. So. So this is really simple. This amplifies your audio, and you can control the amount of bass or treble that you include in that amplification choice. Okay. This is great. Compressor, I already have the settings where I need them to be. I use it on drums, mastering, mixing. Boom! You see that? See that change? See the difference? Okay, wavy. More pronounced, right? So I didn't overblast everything or do any crazy ass shit, amplify the fuck out of it and make it super loud as fuck. Okay. Let's see how these two are. Split that into a stereo track. I really feel like I wanted about 50-50, which is unusual for percussion. I'm going to do the same thing up here, split the stereo track, but I want All right, now we're gonna start to look for this hook here. Okay, I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna punch it in here. It looks like it wants to go. I think I need to line it up. We'll find out real quick how much of a fuck up that is, huh? Yeah, okay, so it's got to go here then. Right about. No, that's certainly wrong. Okay. So. It just seemed a little off. Let's try it. Nope. I'm going to go right back. And we're going to zoom in a little bit here, take a closer look. Could just be the one now off, yeah. Yeah, there it is. It'll be like that, yeah. Watch right there. There it is. Want to actually like build a beat, not just like slap in the stems, master everything in like 5 minutes, and then like pop out, right? It's not the point of a live stream, you know? So like the video. Once this shit gets over like 100 likes, I'll start giving away these VST packets for free. Y'all can make your own fucking shit, master it. Okay, so right away I can see that all these samples are different levels, right? And so probably what we need to do is hit this and have them fit in better. So real simple command here for the software. We're going to take away about 3 dB, and it's just not quite enough. I'm going to shoot for 6, and that looks pretty good. Okay. We're going to bring the volume down here on the mixer, 3 decibels on these hi-hats, 3 decibels on the drums, we're going to collect all this content here, and we're going to reduce the volume even more, because I'm always preserving the headroom so that I do not distort and blow my fucking shit up, man. So just about 3 decibels of stuff, but immediately after that, I'm going to take all these different samples, and I have a preset equalizer. I have a few of them. This one is preset to kind of get all these different samples in the same sonic arena, And that way, when like compression and shit, you know, they just sound fucking beautiful. So give that a few seconds because it's doing 6 different tracks, right? It's doing both of the drum tracks. It's doing the rat-a-tat-tat shit, and then we're putting in a hook. Okay. And it seems like the hook is going to duplicate itself and go into the track one more time. So let's do that. Super easy here. Just literally Control C. Extra copy of that just sitting there waiting for me to find the right spot, right? Now, is it still there from... It is, huh? So here we go. But see, now I have an altered... I don't want to go in and fuck with that and worry about those different levels because I've already fixed that, okay? So you zoom in and you line that shit up. It's got to be lined up. If you fucking don't line it up right, your ear's going to hear that shit if you don't line this shit up right. Okay. So keep an eye on what you're doing. I'm moving the blue, the top track, okay? Yeah, it's just fun. Okay. All right, so now this right here can go. I don't need that material anymore. I got a catchy hook that cycles through the song. Cool. Okay. This has some cool, like, kind of cinematic effect. What's this one? Okay, and does that go with... Right. It goes with the... Okay, see. I could almost... It looks like... Let's see what this sample is here. Oh, I don't know if I need that at all. Yeah, so check this out. We can... do a little consolidation here. We're going to have to rename this. We'll just call it track hook. Okay. See, I have to kind of like think about and go slow. I can't just like jam through all my fucking presets. But it's cool getting a more creative attack here. Okay, so let's go up there. Now, this needs to sit in the mix in between these two sounds. So I'm going to split the stereo track and put it in at 30. And then the vocals will be 20 and 40. Okay. Now, let's do also... give this one some early saturation. This is one of the, this is an awesome saturator. I use a lot. Thrill Seeker LA. It's kind of like a Dr. Dre style tool, right? Alright, so I want to hear now just these, just the without the vocals. So let's unmute all the tracks real quick. Again, I'm trying to show you guys here what I'm up to, what I'm doing, rather than oh shoot, okay, let's just do this, make this easier. Shrink all this down real quick, because I have to mute all these real quick. Alright, now we should be in business with listening to the whole track. This one right here, the synth hook, and this one right here, the bass. Okay, so I don't want to mess with the bass one yet, because that just had some cool organic tones ahead of time. But this one, I want to do. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't need that there anymore. Right. This is duplicated above and already in the mix right there. Okay. So, again, this is another component that I don't need. Okay. And then where's that in relationship to? That's right off of the front. But that one doesn't go there. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. So it's probably just right there. Talking to myself. So this one right here still needs I want to give that a little EQ. Notice how it was such a, I don't even know if you're watching, nobody's watching anyway, but it's so tiny of a difference in the wave file, right? But your ear will hear that shit, so don't worry about it. Forget about it. All right, now I want to listen to just this beat action. I want to hear more of this though. Orchestrated, okay. Yeah, that fucking tone. Oh, I see. So check this out. You want to juggle is what you're asking me to do. And that's just fine. So these two repeat at the end over here. And that's just fine. But, well, fuck it. Let's listen to all of them together. I think it might be too much. Yeah, see that dirty one right there. Might be, especially with the vocals. But that sounds dope, huh? So check this out. You know what that means? This is just a producer choice. I'm not into the raspy version here of right? I'm not, that's just my personal taste. So I can smash that out of the mix totally now in both sides. Check this shit out. Dope. This is gonna be dope as fuck. Okay. How do... Oh, I guess what? Just take... Shit, where's that gonna line up? Just about right at the end of the other one. Oh yeah, literally. Okay, easy peasy. So just grab this sample right here. Come over here. And we're gonna paste it in and drag it over here. Watch. Okay, cool. Now, I have this hunch that I'm gonna need this somewhere else. So, I duplicated that just now. Boom, then I deleted it, okay? Now that this orchestration and like hook stuff is laid out, I'm gonna put this back in its original stereo track here. And then I should be able to boom, 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 boom. And this is again the track hook, the musical melody and all that stuff. Okay. This only appears once. It's like an orchestration. So I'm just going to mute that and send you all the way to the bottom. So now we pan this out at 30, right? Oh, it put me all the way down on the bottom too. Okay. So as you can see, I kind of have a top to bottom, right? I've got my drums and percussion. Because unless I go in at the end and start deleting out little drops for like vocal punchlines and stuff like that, watch, this is already pretty much the beat now and good. And much different than the layout. See how the stems from Suno gave me the tools to start going in and actually doing the compositional mastery. But let's punch this back in. I think we said we were going 30. Now I'm gonna keep the vocals muted out here. Oh, I just have to do it this way. Click, 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 click. Hold on, we're getting to the beat. We're getting to the beat. We're going to listen to this whole thing straight through now. What you're going to hear, here, watch. Let me show you. Okay, so here's the original track unedited from Suno.
Why you worry about it though? We ain't worry about you, yo.
Okay. All right, now let's mess around with a little resonance trick. There's some movement going on. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove a sweep of different resonances across these 4 tracks, not the drum track, but the 2 hi-hat and then this like club hook track, right? So I'm going to start just from high. And I've used this thing so many times, I don't even need to, I just have a lot of, yeah, so many hours. Way more than 10,000 hours in Audacity. Way more. I want to totally be conservative and not be a complete jackass about that. Okay, so let's do that. And let's do that. And that's going to try to give us a little more stereo motion. Very, very subtle. Probably can only hear it in the headphones or like studio monitors or something like that. So I want to make sure I'm still hitting peaking at about -6 because we're in the mix phase. I haven't even got to vocals yet. I got all kinds of cool ass vocal tricks. just saw something real quick with his bass line here. What's going on right here? Is that a matchup? So that I can put that somewhere else. This sure is, huh? Easy peasy. All right. Check this shit out. I need all three of you. So I duplicated that real quick. I'm gonna slide these over and cruise up over here real quick. Starts the middle one, lines up here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's go up, zoom in, middle one lines up here. Let's check that and get us closer. I want to be in better. So Audacity doesn't have these auto count, snap in so many bars or whatever. And for some of you, if you're brand new and you start rearranging the stems, your shit being off a millisecond, right? You'll hear it. If my shit gets fucked up, y'all fucking get up my ass, that's for sure. All right, so that just gives me a little more of this bass ambience earlier into the track. It helps me get that switch. It switches up in that 30-second to 1 minute window. Yeah. So, and again, this is just going to be called bass. This is actually getting a little more of a technical arrangement than I thought the song was going to get so far. So this is super cool. I think, though, in just this one spot here, we're going to take away. All right. Awesome. I'm not even going to mess with the stereo spread or the EQ of that track because it's just coming into the mix real subtle and doing its job. So now what I want to do, let's get the beat. I'm going to start lining up the hook, the vocal hook. Oh, that's why this is right here. Hold on. I get it. Check it out. Guess where this goes? Okay. Da 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 da. I should have caught that a second ago. That's why there's this difference. There's no bass synth in the beginning here. Okay, got it. So those tracks can just get mixed together, and we're going to call it bass again and put it right back where it was. Scoot you up there, minimize you. Okay. Now I've got 4 vocal tracks. And they're different vocal takes. One thing about Suno that I noticed is if you remaster a track, hey, I like this mix, and then you go ahead and just remaster that same track right away, it'll give it different voicings and EQings and instrumentation and still keep your original track. So depending on how many different types of stems, you could download 3 different versions of stems and be like, wow, the vocals are really cool from this one. Wow, the bass line was much louder over here. And in this one, the kick drum wasn't all washed out, right? So you can get very selective and actually be a legitimate producer, right? You can see how I'm taking samples, moving them around, putting them in brand new orders that Suno did not provide for me, right? So that's the difference between pulling the song slot machine, right, and actually being a producer, right? And then again with the AI artist, right? The more you guys like the video and share the songs, support me by liking the music that I start to upload to the channel, right? Come in and listen to beats, take these beats, download them, right? You can put them through your own stem separators, right? Start mixing your own vocals. You can have the AI make vocals over the beat, right? And then punch in your own vocals over that, just to get a rough draft of a song. Then you know the song as an artist. You have the instrumental track as an artist, so you could go perform it live, or you could do the professional punch in studio work, right? So super cool. Let's unmute some of these vocal tracks. And what I remember was I wanted to snag the hook from the end, and it seemed a lot better, the vocal hook from the end, compared to the one in the middle. The one in the middle is right here.
Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find.
So I wanted to, it's probably what, right here?
Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on a grind, let's go. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on a grind. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on a grind, let's go. White espresso. White espresso. I'm working.
Huh, okay. I put new instrumentation and the differences that I was hearing between the hooks and the vocals became less apparent because of the extra instrumentation. So I may leave that there. I'll bet you we're about an hour into the stream or something like that. Let's go check. Let's see here. Hour 20 minutes in. Man, I'm way faster at this, but I gotta try to show and explain to you guys. So let's just totally catch a vibe of the whole track, okay? No editing to the vocals yet. We've just laid out the beat.
Why you worry about it though? Why you worry about you, yo? What's the flow? In with your set, not a minute, not a second. I live it how I spit, so coast to coast, top notch host. You get the most, never less fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I connect, I check it. Straight terror, no mess, I'm next. That born from you.
I want to get some of the more lower frequency resonance. So this is real. Almost whispery, right? I'm going to do a little trick where I remove the resonance in the bass areas, but I go ahead and add some particular EQing right back in. So removing one overblown frequency. So you can see how that was like some warm muddiness. Okay, so I've removed that, but I need body and punctuation. So I'm going to go ahead and use this EQ. Okay. Which has some, across the whole spectrum, some bass frequencies boosted. And you see it's just a little bit tiny difference. Let's see what the sound difference is. Still a little, so let's do this. We're gonna boost the treble a little bit more and then play it with the whole mix. Trying to get the right frequency of treble too. It's not just making it brighter, it's getting the sweetness of these S's and the breaths to match the intonation of the hi-hat and some other stuff. So yeah. All right, let's see what we got going.
Why you worry about it though? Why you worry about you, yo? In with your set, not a minute, not a second. I live it how I spit, so coast to coast, top notch host. You get the most, never less fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I can.
I'm just going to repeat that process. Okay, so I'm not totally attached to this segment in the first from 15 to 30 seconds here. Yeah, that's subject to getting cut. I think there's more creative stuff potentially going on there. Let's see what we got. I'm going to make some coffee. Check this out.
Why you worry about it though? Why you worry about you, yo? With your set, not a minute, not a second. I live it how I spit, so coast to coast, top notch host. You get the most, never less fam. Switch it, I'm a big stepper man. Underground record, I slam. Yo, step it, wreck it, I connect, I check it. Straight terror, no mess, I'm next. Bet, born from your era, I'm the best yet. White espresso, ayy yeah. So you don't deserve a cut, like a sawed off, we cut you off, so drop you off, no talk fam. R.I.P. your memories gone, yeah. We can still carry on strong. Sawed off, we stay on land. So high when I die, when I go, dead yo. Ashes spark my avatar raw, knowing I hope and I flow. Yo, this flow carries on, let's go bro. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. Baby on the grind. Go. I'm working, so I'm sure nothing ever certain, yo. Promises I make you hop, and the only thing I promise is my promises are broken. Broken clubs don't deal, but broken hearts heal. Only emotions I'm breaking is a bounces back I'm cracking with cold steel motions. White espresso, white espresso. Ocean to ocean we glide, man. Hoodie has the goods, we slide, yeah. Turned up, bring the boogie, let's ride, yo. Goodies out, we vibe, no high bet. Trendsetter blood, get I pop. Top notch product, can't stop, yo. Hands on, pedal to the metal, go. Swerving, I'm curving, I flow so surging with the money, it's urgent, yo. Moving, flowing, stacking that dough. White espresso, white espresso. Baby, push your luck, see what you gon' find. We be on the grind, let's go. White espresso. Yeah.
Oh, the dope fade out. All right, so check this out. Playa. Here's the deal. What a loud ass fan. The fuck? Had to turn that shit down. That was the deal. If you want to check out the final mix of this, I might, if I don't finish part 2, because I do 2 or 3 songs, so I want to figure out how to do this faster. So like the video. The more likes that the video gets, the more free shit I'll give you guys, right? Audacity is free. I'll give you VSTs that are tested over the decades. You know, like you don't have to pick and choose and do the lame ass guesswork. So do that shit, man. The fuck? You want to check out White Espresso and all these other tracks? And in fact, real quick here, let's do this. If you watch this in the future and yo ass stuck around for the end, we're gonna give you a preview of the tracks that I've already mastered so far, okay? And then I'll catch you on the next stream. Check it out.
In the shadows, moving quick. Sleep, crumb vibes, let's ride. Quick quandary, can my mind survive in the fray?
Cause yo dog, when I really wanna have a ball, I I just stop, pop and drop a little motherfucking Adderall. Oh.
Oh babe, I'm self-made, made to ignore influence. Oh babe, I'll always tell you if and when I lose it, but I'll never tell you I didn't do it. So why not keep making bad choices?
Yeah. Like my grade, motherfucker, this some business. I bet. I outliving these dead rappers, no raps about